In this video, we'll show you how to replace your left front CV axle. This is located in the front of the vehicle and right behind your wheel. Let's get started. With the vehicle raised and supported, we can remove the lug nuts with a 21mm. And we can go ahead and remove the wheel. Using an 18mm socket and a 15mm wrench, we can go ahead and remove the pinch bolt. Now I'm going to use a hammer and strike on the knuckle right on the back side here. You want to be careful not to damage anything in this area though. Now we can pry down on the control arm. I'm using a hook with a pry bar. Now I'm going to hammer on the knuckle. If you need to, you can hammer on the control arm as well. Be very careful when you release the ball joint not to damage anything. Moving along the front of the splash shield, we would usually have 5 7mm screws up here. It looks like we're missing a couple. And start to remove these. And we would have 4 in the back. Looks like we're missing one back here as well. Now we have a clip on either side of the vehicle. This is a rectangular clip here. I'm going to use my clip tool to pinch on either side the long way. You can use a flathead screwdriver for this. Pull the center out, and the rest will drop down with the shield. And we can set the splash shield off to the side. We can remove the axle nut with a 32mm. Now I'm going to use a punch and a hammer. We'll try to free up the axle here. We can get the end of the axle out of the hub. And then I'm just going to secure this off to the side using a strap. We can disconnect the brake hose from the strut with a 10mm. In our case, the bolt broke. Now using a pry bar on the inner CV joint, we can go ahead and pry out on the axle. You want to be very careful not to damage the transmission or anything else in this area. You may want to have a receptacle underneath here in case you lose any transmission fluid. We can start to get the axle into the transmission. And then you want to give a good push and make sure it's fully set in. We can start to get the axle into the knuckle. Now we can pry down on the control arm. As you do this, you want to make sure that the axle is lining up. We can pry down on the control arm. Then we can line up the ball joint in the knuckle. And we'll get that in there. Now we can use a dead blow hammer, whack the bottom of the control arm, get that up into place. You want to be careful while doing this. Now we can get our pinch bolt in. We'll go ahead and get the nut started on. And we can go ahead and snug this down. And we can torque this to 76 foot-pounds. We can get our brake hose in place. We'll get the hardware in. And we can snug that down. And get the axle nut started on. We'll snug that down. If you have an assistant, you can have them hold the brakes, that way this doesn't rotate. If not, I'm using a pry bar between two of the lug studs. You want to be careful not to damage the lug studs though. We can torque this to 148 foot-pounds. Now I'm just going to use some brake parts cleaner and a rag and clean up the transmission. We can line up the splash shield and get both of the plastic clips in. We'll get the hardware in the back of the splash shield and snug those down. And we can get the hardware in the front of the splash shield and snug those down. We'll reinstall the wheel. And we can line up the lug studs with the holes in the wheel. I'm going to press in down at the bottom of the wheel, and we can install the lug nuts. I like to thread the first one all the way in, and that'll help hold the wheel in while I put the other lug nuts on. And we'll snug those down in a star pattern. With the vehicle on the ground, we can go ahead and torque these to 162 foot-pounds in a star pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.